Hey guys, Zollard here, back again with another review, and today we're having a look at the Masters of the Universe Classics Gygor. I said in my haul video that I did get him in his mailer, of all things. And for those of you who did not believe me, so I'm sure there were some of you, like, you get the mailer. Let me see, where's the front? There it is right there. So, eat it, yeah! That's not my phrase, but maybe I should just do this for the video so you can actually see them. Tempting. This box makes for a nice, nice white backdrop. If only I didn't put frickin' writing on it. Okay, so that's that. I'd show you his regular box, but it's trash, and I don't want the card collectors to go into shock because I opened and enjoyed my toys. Yeah. So, Gygor. He is pretty massive, I'm not gonna lie. He comes with a couple accessories. I say a couple because some of them are actually attached to him via pegs and things. He's got this big old axe, which is a gnarly looking axe. It's a worthy axe. Chop some fools' heads off with this. This is definitely something that would come with an Executioner figure from Marvel Legends. Shout out to all you customizers out there. So, there you go. Then his helmet is removable. It's a little rubbery. It's a little flexible, so you can pinch it and get it to stay tighter on his head if you want. But yeah, that's that. And then his armor is actually removable as well. He's got this nice cape on the back. Now, I'm going to leave the armor off mine, but I know a lot of people take it off. It's got that little peg right there. It's a little piece on the back of his belt. All you do is unpeg it and it should come off. Now, just excuse me for a moment while I try and pull this thing off. It's kind of tough the first couple of times, but after a while it gets a little easier. And you just slide his armor off. And there you go. You got a big yellow monkey. There is his armor. It actually adds a little bit of bulk to him because he is kind of flat. His chest should maybe stick out a little more, but I think that's to compensate for the armor. Looks good from the front, though, so I'm not going to complain. But articulation on this guy, now that all this stuff's out of the way, he's got a nice ball joint in the head. He can look up and down. Not so much tilt due to the way the sculpt is, and he does have rotation as well. His arms can rotate a full 360, I believe. Yep. And move in and then out. Yeah, that's about as far as they're going to go. Yeah, that's about as far as they're going to go. Don't want to push it anymore because it's not going to do anything. He's got a bicep swivel there, single joint at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, And then his monkey legs, they do have a V cut, which kind of breaks the sculpt up. I kind of wish they made that a ball joint or something, but oh well. And then he's got a rotation at the feet. So overall, his articulation is quite decent. In the upper body, he's got nothing in the torso. Maybe a ab joint here, but other than that, that's the only place I could really pinpoint to put one. So I do believe the DC Classics Grodd had one in that spot, which I wish they used this mold for Grodd and not the actual mold they used for Grodd. Because the actual mold they used for Grodd kind of sucked. He didn't have a lot of expression. This has a lot of expression. And this thing does not want to go on. There we go. And as you can see, the armor adds a bit of bulk to him. Especially when the belt's not behind his waist there. And all you do is... It's way easier to peg it back in. So all you gotta do is... Go ahead, push. You gotta push! And do like Dio and push. Or Static X and push it! So... then his helmet just slides right on. It's not... like minimal to no effort on that. But there you go. There's Gygor, and then he just holds his axe. Lift his arm up. Slide the axe in. Now there is actually some history with this fella. He was a non-released Motu figure. That was going to be, that was a reuse, another reuse I should say, from the Big Jim line. He was going to be a repaint of the gorilla. They were going to repaint him yellow and add these extra bits on him. I don't even think his axe or anything made it into the line, but this figure is definitely worthy. It probably would even work in 2000X just because of how insane the sculpt is on it. I mean, he looks freaking mad, dude. So I give cred where it's due with this one. This is definitely one of my favorite classics figures that I own. I don't own as many as T-Biz, and not as many well-known characters as T-Biz, and not as much as T-Biz. Okay, I think I've given him enough shout-outs. So, yes, to say the least, I don't have the most impressive Motu Classics collection, but I do have one. It's very minuscule. I'm mostly just going to buy what I want. I like to get He-Man and all those dudes, but I just don't like the Heroic Warriors as much as these frickin' evil giant monsters and things. Or Clawful. I really like Clawful. And Webster. Webster's underrated as shit. But, yeah, to say the least, Gygor actually was a member of the Horde, and then he was killed by Skeletor. Excuse me. Later on in the story. So he has been molded, or merged, there we go, with the Motu mythos, which is always nice. I don't know if I'd kill this dude, though. He seems kind of useful. But just to give you a size comparison here, we got a basic DC Classics mold. When I say that, we have Killer Moth. He's the standard buck as far as that goes, and there he is next to Gygor. Now take into account this is like 6 3/4 inches tall to the top of his noggin here. He goes up to about Gygor's nipple. So Gygor is not a small figure by any means. He's definitely around the 10-inch range, I would think. But yeah, so at the end of the day, what am I going to rate this dude? 10 out of 10, man. It's really, really cool. Especially the price I paid. I paid, I think, less than retail, too. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this review. And until next time, I will catch you guys later. That was my impersonation of what Gygor may potentially sound like.